Chicago Style Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is at stake. The challenger about to make his way to the ring. A match that is 14 years in the making is about to transpire. Round BOZ. There he is, the BOZ. Every known opponent to mankind in ones and twos and threes and armies and groups and tag teams. But defend the championship this year against this man, superstar Steve Boz.
The people love him. The best wrestler.
The unsigned superstar. Arguably the only man that can give Willie the Bomb Richardson the test of his life. One-on-one. We're going to see it tonight. Accompanied to the ring by Faith. Look at that. He is the Urban American Dream.
He is the Urban American Dream. He can't beat me. He never could.
The Urban American Dream has been unstoppable this year in Chicago Style Wrestling. He has said time and time again, nobody can beat him.
And nobody can beat him but Boz May. You heard him refer to all those past battles they had, and none of those mean anything compared to this championship of the world. Here in River Grove, 2011.
Willie's beaten everybody, but he has not faced Steve Boz this year. But Steve Boz, it does not seem to be afraid of Willie the Bomb.
How are you going to intimidate the best wrestler there is?
I think everyone in this building is very well aware that Steve Boz is the underdog in this match.
I would not put it that way at all.
These two have been in the Chicago professional wrestling scene for over a decade and a half. And the truth of the matter is, they have a score to settle that is over and beyond what you see in this ring.
Because it's a see, there's mutual respect there.
Yeah, but there's a competitive edge that goes along with that respect, Stan. And I don't think that these two will be shaking hands when this one's all over.
You never know, but you know what? One thing's for sure. On October the 15th, the 21st of October at the Pyramid Club in Addison, Illinois, Steve Boz defeated Noriega, the Universal Champion of WWC, that's the WWC, out of Puerto Rico. The Carlos Colon promotion, and Steve Boz beat their champion Noriega in order to win #1 contender status on the rankings and receive this title shot. He ain't no pushover.
I talked to Steve Boz before this match tonight, and I asked him one thing. I asked him, what's the story here? Can you beat Willie the Bomb Richardson? And he said himself that he thinks that he knows a way to beat him, and he thinks he knows how to do it. I can't imagine what he has in mind. And right away,
of course he
Boz has trouble trying to move the big man.
Exactly, you hit the nail on the head. It's the execution of the plan. The only thing that could throw him off is he himself, or Willie.
Well, there are critics out there that say that Steve Boz cannot defeat this big man, but I'm sure that Steve Boz would like to silence those critics tonight and beat this man. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Amazing strength, it's sick.
Hey, he's got to keep that up. I've never seen Boz just be negated like this in his abilities.
When you think about what Steve Boz has in his offensive arsenal.
Did you see it? He made the sign of the cross. He's praying to God right now.
I think he legitimately does believe that Willie the Bomb Richardson is too strong, that he is too hard to manhandle.
Well, if anybody's going to help you, God will.
They prepare to lock up again. On that first exchange, Steve Boz was on the defensive, and he didn't have an answer to Willie the Bomb Richardson's strengths. And now,
see, he powered out of it. He ain't no pushover.
That over-the-top wrist lock was just reversed into a side headlock here.
He's got to wear the champ down.
When you think about
throws him off.
Wow, look at that leapfrog by Willie. He drops down, and a beautiful drop kick by the Urban American Dream. Jeez. When you think about Steve Boz's strengths, it's in his legs. When you think about his maneuvers, he's got head scissors and DDTs, savate kicks, enziguris and neck breakers. But I don't know if he can hit any of those moves on the Urban American Dream.
He's going to have to wear him down first. But you know what? He might be able to.
When you think about Willie the Bomb's arsenal, It's unbelievable. I mean, he's got the full Nelson slam, the missile drop kick, the flying elbow drop. When you think about the pile driver, the urban lariat, and not to mention the pounce, this man has an offensive arsenal that is unlike anyone else's in Chicago-style wrestling or any other performer in this entire country.
Let's see, however, if Steve Boz can dig into his arsenal, his psychological arsenal, and pull a page out of Lou Thesz's playbook and play some psychological games with the champ, Willie the Bomb Richardson.
On the first two exchanges, Steve Boz found himself on the mat, and now to compete with Willie, he's trying to use his legs, and each and every one of them hits their mark, and Willie goes down early here.
And that's what he's got to do. He's got to chop that tree right in the tree trunk.
Yeah, but did you notice how smart Willie the Bomb is? As soon as he noticed that he was being attacked, as soon as he knew that he was in trouble, he rolled to the corner, the neutral corner, to make sure that he could regroup.
He's not the champ for no reason. He's Willie the Bomb Richardson. Just as much as Boz is a legend here in Chicago, that's the way we want to do it.
You know what I'm impressed about? Every set of eyes in this building is focused on this ring because they know what's at stake. And between these two men, there is nothing more important than the Chicago-style wrestling heavyweight championship.
Look at this. Up until now, they've had a playful, friendly rivalry based on competitiveness. Now they're getting dirty. Now they're getting mad.
This very, very hard tie-up is circulating all around this ring. And Steve Boz now is against the ropes. Will we have a clean break here, Stan?
Yeah, right.
Sinister Stan Paine, you were exactly right.
Right.
I could tell the sarcasm in his voice.
Oh, yeah, the tempers are simmering.
Bionic elbow. And Richardson.
Not flaring yet.
He had his head turned, and it allowed Boz to recover. And now Boz switched to deliver offense with his vicious kicks and strikes.
Now he's mad.
Look at this crowd. They're anxious to see what Boz has in the tank. Oh, yeah. A drop kick, a running drop kick right against Willie the Bomb Richardson.
Yeah, that's actually dangerous because that's in the area of the left lung, which is, it's got 3 of the brachii.
Yeah, his digestive system will be totally rearranged if you hit him in the right place.
Ain't that the truth? We may end up with some gurgling, you know.
His pancreas, his liver.
And don't forget, the heart is right behind where Steve Boz dropped it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Those chops are loud and thunderous. Willie goes into the corner hard.
Oh, Willie.
Steve falls in, but he meets the elbow, the back elbow of Willie the Bomb.
Willie, thank goodness he pulled that strap up.
Ducks the clothesline. Again, trying kick after kick to the hips of Willie the Bomb. But Willie ducks after the big one. And one right hook.
That's the potato.
One right hook.
That's the potato.
And Steve Boz is looking straight at the lips.
Oh, man. Is this it for Boz?
And Hammond counts the 2. The championship's at stake. In the early going, the Urban American Dream has used his size and his strength.
And he's famous for those potatoes, brother.
Steve Boz has used his agility, his speed, and his legs.
And a potato for you wrestling fans is a punch or a strike using the fist that's unusually hard. Let's put it that way.
Look at Boz.
Man.
He's trying to find a way.
Great sense of presence. And, man.
He's trying to find a way to defend himself by using those kicks. But Willie the Bomb Richardson recognizes that and immediately
moves out of the way. That was good.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful
suplex.
Nicely executed suplex by Willie the Bomb. And Steve Boz had to power out of that pinning combination
all that
to
weight.
Move all 300-plus pounds to the side.
He's the best big man in the business, and here we go. Boz is sitting there, and he actually powered out. And was able
I gotta ask, Stan Paine, the longer this match goes, do you think it favors the champion or the challenger?
The challenger, absolutely. The champ is the champ, but you know what? We haven't seen him go that very long.
Did you see that? He put his entire hand, his entire paw over the face of Steve Boz, preventing him from breathing.
And the longer it goes, he's going to have to do stuff like that to negate the offense of Steve Boz.
The Urban American Dream stands tall, but now Steve Boz trying to fight back at all costs. Oh, double tomahawk chop in the corner. and a vicious right hand. And Willie the Bomb Richardson takes a headbutt.
Oh, backfired.
Who had the harder head on
Yeah,
that exchange?
That backfired on Steve Boz. I wouldn't have did that if I were him.
That's like putting your head and trying to break it through a steel barricade. Just
Try
can't
a
do
fire hydrant. Try a fire hydrant, Kenton.
The Urban American Dream stares into this capacity crowd with a vicious look of disdain, of monstrous, just fury.
Bionic elbow. Shades of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Boz went down so fast, so hard. You gotta think that Boz can only take this punishment for just a little bit longer before Willie the Bomb is trying to finish him off.
Jeez, yeah, I never seen Boz go through this much this early.
Boz teetering between sanity and insanity at this rate, trying to compete against a man who is larger and stronger than anything he's ever seen before.
Jeez.
Oh, Willie missed! He rolls him up from behind! The title! Oh!
Wouldn't that have
And
been
so
something?
quickly, it could be a matter of seconds before we could have a new champion. And Steve Boz just showed us the wherewithal that he has.
Absolutely correct.
But you can't underestimate the experience, the ring savvy, the incredible,
He's the champ
the incredible,
for a reason.
the incredible knowledge that this man, the Urban American Dream, possesses. And that splash in the corner might have just totally derailed the Steve Boz Express.
Like a lot of people like to tell us in the wrestling business, you can be the best wrestler in the world, but sometimes the champ is the guy who just, hey, the big man. Look at him. The power maneuvers, somebody who could take all those maneuvers, everything.
The cover, two, and a kick out.
They could take everything you dish out and still come back and chop the hell out of you, clothesline the living heck out of you.
The Urban American Dream stands, brings Steve Boz back to his feet.
Yeah, in Boz's days, he's draped against those ropes trying to stand up.
Boz looks like a bobblehead doll.
Yeah, literally, that was good.
His head, his neck, they're rotating around in circles.
And as good of shape he is, oh man!
Oh, tornado DDT! Steve Boz pulled that out of nowhere!
Out of nowhere, man!
And Hammond, he's administering a count here. If Steve Boz can reach his feet before the count of 10,
He's trying to get that
he
adrenaline
can get the
pump.
victory of his life here.
He's trying to get that adrenaline pump, and he's trying to get the people behind him. And he did it.
The crowd echoes BOZ as Steve Boz is going to get to his feet first before Willie the Bomb. But Willie's not out yet. Do not underestimate Willie the Bomb Richardson. Every time that you think that man is in a corner where he has nowhere to turn. Oh, look at that! Boz takes the man off his feet with a clothesline, a spinning leg lariat, and he screams in approval of the crowd. That vicious slap across Willie's chin will not be taken lightly. He ducks the clothesline, a float over. He's trying to go for a DDT. No!
Like a swinging, yeah, he was trying to go for a swinging neck breaker, but he got it any way he could.
And Willie gets the left shoulder up. Willie looking like he's been winded here.
Yeah, he psyched him out. He made him think he was going for a crucifix attempt at a pin. And
Steve Boz, like you said, if the match goes long and goes a little bit longer than expected, Steve Boz with a beautiful drop kick. He spun around and he swiveled those hips. The legs connected. Two. And again, Willie the Bomb Richardson finds a way to get out of that pinning predicament. And Faith looks very concerned.
very concerned about,
we could be seeing the big Sabat kick.
What is he going for?
With this, Willie the Bomb Richardson is going to be spending his holiday beltless. He will not be champion if he takes this.
Eric Bischoff, a karate expert, along with Ernest the Cat Miller, they both personally told me that this man's Sabat kick, this man's super kick is better than Shawn Michaels. This is the super kick to look out for. Will he hit it?
And he fights back. He's a snapmare driver. He's beat many an athlete Willie with that same move. Oh, Steve Boz kicked out.
Holy, you know what?
Holy cow is right.
Yeah, he almost, oh man, I'm dizzy, man. This is taking the life out of me.
And when you're in a ring with Willie the Bomb Richardson, you can bet the farm, the house, the cattle, and everything that cultivates the land.
And your wife's jewelry.
Yeah, you can bet it all that Willie the Bomb Richardson
and the kids'
will
action
deliver
figure collection.
the punishment and the pain when you least expect it. Look at this pickup. He's got Boz up.
Power slam position.
Watch out.
He does not get him over.
Boz with the reversal, a springboard, and a nice spinning kick to the head.
I thought he was going to go for an Asahi moonsault, but he got that kick.
American bandana has been kicked sideways. Boz on top. Oh,
barely. But he barely lifted his arm up.
All the emotions of this crowd are running higher and stronger than ever because they know what's at stake. And they know what's on the line. They know they're seeing the two best in Chicago go at it.
Steve, if you notice, Willie is barely able to kick out.
Yes, but Willie might be playing possum here, Stan.
You're right. We've seen him do that before.
Because sometimes when he puts himself in this kind of position, he's intentionally waiting and buying his time for the right moment to deliver punishment in a way that no one would have ever expected.
Dude, listen to this. The crowd is solidly behind the champion.
Now Willie's getting the crowd's approval. Here we go. The savant kick miss.
Willie did his homework.
Dream. He picks him up. Oh, that's a crating pile driver.
No, that was a Michinoku driver.
It's over.
That was a Michinoku
Did he kick
driver.
out, Stan?
He did, barely.
He kicked out.
I don't know how he did it.
I don't believe what I'm seeing. Steve Boz is still in this match, but what price did he pay for being dropped?
Look at the
out
champ. The champ is frustrated. Do you notice that?
No, but the Urban American Dream knows that Steve Boz is in trouble. He knows that last move nearly knocked Steve Boz out, and it could just be a matter of hitting one more big move.
What is with this?
Could it be the elbow drop?
What is with this crowd?
A lariat? Could it be the pounce? What does Willie have in store for Boz next?
Maybe a potato, but listen to this crowd. A few minutes ago, they were solidly behind Willie.
The crowd wants to see Willie do something
well, look at this.
more
look at this.
than ever.
Boy, Kenton, they're solidly behind Boz now.
Willie is getting a variety of crowd responses.
These people can't make up their minds, and I don't blame them. It's going back and forth.
Willie unexpectedly lets Boz go back to his feet.
He set up the bounce.
Oh, he missed the
pass press.
Pass press. And he raised right hands on Willie's head.
Boz seen it coming, and he executed a fast press. He's seen the bounce coming. Is this it?
Can Steve Boz lift this huge box
what?
Man?
What? What is he gonna do?
Oh, Steve
He's getting
ready to show us something that none of us would have ever expected.
How's he gonna do this?
He's got Richardson on his feet.
If anybody can, this man can.
He's got the pickup. He slammed him. He slammed the man.
Take that, Hogan.
Boz, he's climbing to the tippy top rope.
The key test here is if Faith is going to try to trip him up, or is she going to be...
This is the chance Boz has been waiting for! The flag! He's got him! He's got him! And Hogan's got a new champion!
No, he kicked out.
He kicked out, I can't believe it.
And a testament to Faith, a virtuous woman. She could have caused Boz to trip and change the tide of this match, and the virtuosity of the performers of this match.
Virtuosity to the maximum. These two fan favorites, like Andre had mentioned at the beginning of this show, they are showing us everything that they have and more.
Did you hear Boz? He said, F you, champ. I'm taking the title. I heard it here.
Richardson's on the middle rope.
Would that have been enough to piss
Watch out! He's going to fly! Oh, it's a drop kick right to the hip.
The knee, did you see that? He got him in the knee.
I thought he hit him in the hip.
No! He got him in the knee.
Both men are down. The championship's on the line. This is the biggest match of the year in CSW, and it's happening here at Guerin College Prep at Seasons Beatings. And in 2012, who will be walking and parading around as champion? Richardson on top. Richardson. Oh, Boz got his left hand on that bottom rope. Talking about a man with experience, with ring awareness, with all the tools that it takes to be successful.
But look at the beating he
took. A man with talent and discipline. A man with intelligence and ability.
But he didn't look at the beating he took. He couldn't even kick out. He had to grab the rope.
Steve Boz has been laying in the same position for several moments now.
And Willie's having a hard time getting up too.
Richardson with a look of monstrous evil in his eyes. And I think he's just about had enough of Steve Boz.
Are you sure it's evil?
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Are you sure it's evil?
It's the body slam heard around the world.
You sure it's evil, or is it urban warfare?
Forget about NBA basketball this season. This is where everyone's focus is, and the focus is on this ring. The urban American dream is about ready to climb these ropes. And what he's about to accomplish, I have no idea.
Wait a minute.
Climbing to the top again.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Steve Hammond. He just got shoved against those ropes, and Richardson's been straddled on those ropes.
But did you see the BOZ cleverly resort to the tactic of pushing the referee into the ropes?
Steve Boz has Richardson in a very precarious position. And if Boz was smart, he would try to take this man down off those ropes and deliver the big one. Richardson hanging on.
See, he can barely walk.
Boz pumping the fist. He sets him up. Back elbow.
Right into
He's got his head. He flies on a stunning maneuver.
Yeah.
Richardson was thrown in the air.
But if you notice, he's favoring that knee. He can't execute his maneuvers the way he normally would.
Two count only.
I've never seen Boz like this. Look, he can't even execute these maneuvers. He's executing them, but not with 100% precision and accuracy.
And the story of this situation is clear that what it all boils down to is whether or not Boz sets up Willie the Bomb one more time against the ropes. Oh, he missed that side kick. And Richardson, he pounced up. He got the pounds. Richardson's on top. Two. Oh, the right foot's on the ropes.
Faith can't take it. The crowd can't take it. He barely can stand while Willie the Bomb Richardson is pulling the challenger up after delivering that pounce. We're all left breathless here.
What does Boz have left in him? I've seen him battered and abused and bruised and damaged to the point where I don't think any mortal man would even be moving at this rate.
Dude, did you notice? Not only can Boz not execute with 100% accuracy, but did you see that snapmare?
Look at that look in his eyes. If this man hits this move, we're going to have to call for an ambulance.
But he ain't hitting his maneuvers with 100% accuracy either.
Richardson,
Wait a minute.
He's on the second rope. If he does this elbow drop, it will end his career. He's going to fly. Oh, my gosh, the chest cavity has just been caved in.
All the working out in the world, that, I assure you, will deform you for life.
You're not going to see any fist pumping tonight. You're going to see an ambulance with sirens on. Did he kick out of that?
How did he do that?
Boz has successfully gone out of the pounce. He's gone out of that devastating elbow drop. And he is gyrating in pain.
You mean writhing in pain?
He's writhing and gyrating.
The gyration is for the ladies.
Well, that might be the case. You're right. The Urban American Dream has several weapons left. The question is, what will he do next? The title's on the line. Everything's at stake. The power, the control, the money, everything that goes along with being the champion and being the king of the mountain.
And the crowd knows this. They're hanging on every move these men make. Every breath these men are taking is one breath closer.
A right hand by Willie the Bomb Richardson. Richardson hits him again in the skull.
And he's got those fists taped, so he's not
Boz's head again shakes and rattles.
Man, look at the champ.
Oh, discus punch.
He's showing the people why he's the champ.
Steve Boz is standing and
in an act of...
Oh, yeah! Savant kick! The Savant kick!
Where
He
did-
should do it now! This is it! He could be the champion if he just gets his hand on his body!
Where did that come from?
Gotta pin him now! The title, it's gonna be won by... Oh, no!
Oh, man.
Fans, what you're witnessing here is a special moment in Chicago-style wrestling. It's the most heated championship match I have ever witnessed or experienced ever in this organization.
I don't know what to say.
The fans are witnessing something special.
Now he's mad.
One of these two men might not walk out of here alive.
Now he's speaking my language.
Boz, he's going for the big one, and he knows. Oh, he's going for the elbow drop.
Shades of Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Steve Boz is gonna fly.
Oh, yeah. When in doubt, freak out.
1, 2, Richardson powers out of that one.
And even the Macho Man up there in heaven couldn't help Steve Boz.
I don't know what Steve Boz was thinking. He had the thought, he had the premonition that defeating the urban American dream was as simple as dropping an elbow onto his body, and it was not enough. Boz thinks that if he hits a second Savant kick, that will do him in. This would end Willie the Bob Richardson's reign of a year. It got caught by Willie. He spun him around. A right hand by Willie. Willie back Steve Boz into the ropes. He sent him to the ropes. Oh, he hit him with that Savant kick right to the ribs. But Boz fell out of the ring.
Yeah, because Boz's leg is hurt.
Wait a
What's
second,
this?
what the heck's going on here? There's all these men, Austin Roberts, Marco Anthony, Hunter Payne. It's over. Oh, for God's sake. What the heck is going on with this world?
What is
this? Is totally wrong. They have ruined it all. They ruined it all tonight. Jason's beating spine behind. This is terrible.
What is going on?
Steve Boz trying to protect Richardson's body. It's not going to do any good. These three men are destroying them.
Out of nowhere, systematically destroying.
The bell keeps ringing, but Hammond can't do one thing about it. This is the saddest moment I've ever seen.